Today's video is a long video. I recorded my trip into Waldron today. On the way there, it was just a talk and drive. And then on the way home, I speeded that up. So it shows the whole trip back. Well, most of the trip back. But it's at an increased speed. Feel free to watch as much or little of the video as you want, because it is a long video. Thank you for your support. Hello, this is Peter from Old Man King Homestead. Today's Thursday. As you can see, it's a rainy day. It's in the 50s today. While I'm on my way into Waldron, I have a prescription to pick up at the pharmacy. Also going to stop at Dollar General, pick up a couple things, and I'm going to stop at Rock Cafe and have lunch. I'll probably be having their lunch buffet, but I'm not sure on that. I have to see what they have on the buffet today, but normally they have some pretty good stuff on there. So I just thought I'd do drive and talk today. We've had some beautiful weather here this fall. We did have a few days last week when it was cold, but then it warmed up. It's unseasonably warm for a few days, and now we're back to reality. We're not supposed to have anything real cold. It's not supposed to go below freezing or anything in the near future. So that'll be good. I think most days it's supposed to get up around 60, and 40s at night. That's a lot better than the weather they're having up north, that's for sure. I was hoping to get a fall foliage video out this year, but the leaves just didn't look good at all. I don't know if that's the way it normally is around here, or if this was an exceptionally bad year or what. But it seemed like when the majority of the leaves turned, instead of turning colors, they just dried up and died on the trees. There was a few trees that had some nice color on them. And then there's a lot of pine and cedar and stuff around here which don't turn, so they'll stay green anyways. But it's still a scenic drive. So I thought you would enjoy this. I'm going to leave the camera running for the whole trip. Parts of it I'll probably stop talking and speed it up. But I'll have the entire trip on here. Without any construction delays, which I don't think there'll be any on this route today. It takes about 35 minutes. So it's not too bad of a drive. Come up here on the right, we have the Harvey Nola Fire Department. That's the fire district that I'm living in currently. of the creeks around here, they have a sign up saying what the creek or river is. This one they don't, so I'm not sure what that name is. And also maybe it doesn't even have a name. Because during the rainy season, there's creeks around here that don't exist any other time. There's a lot of seasonal creeks in this area. We had a very dry summer. I wouldn't really say that it was drought conditions, but it was very dry, but that's standard for this area. This is Sulphur Creek we're going over. That let up raining for a few minutes. Now it's starting back up again. Since I'm going right by the road that the dumpsters are on, I'm going to stop and throw a bag of trash in the dumpster. Coming into Harvey now. There's the Harvey post office. Yeah, get some time for me to get out. It's gonna pour. And I got a bag of trash that needs to go. I like to take it every time that I go out somewhere. Then I'm not accumulating trash like I was earlier in the summer. Because when I was in too much pain to ride my bike, I didn't have any choice but to let the trash pile up. I don't like to do that. But that's all gone now, and now I'm down just to my daily trash. I get about a 13-gallon bag of trash every day because of emptying the litter boxes into it. I'll be right back. Just gotta throw this bag in the dumpster. I like coming here because there's 3 dumpsters. So even the day before they pick the trash up, there's still room. We've got one dumpster that's a little bit closer, but that one gets filled up pretty quick. Usually 4 or 5 days after they pick the trash up, it's heaped up by then, so pretty hard to get anything in it. Plus, that's a little bit further off the main road to get to, so this one's handy since I'm coming right down through here anyways. Yeah, we've been a little cooled off. I'm still wearing shorts and t-shirt today. I don't want to give up on summer. Here's a church here on the left. Very popular church. I've been past there on Sunday, and they get a good crowd there for Sunday service. You know, the rain kind of takes away from the mountain view. This area in here floods really bad during the heavy rains. We're not anywhere near that point right now, but it'll be coming. Yeah, with the rain reducing visibility a little bit, and then it's kind of foggy. Not gonna be able to see the mountains quite as well today, but still looks like it's gonna be a nice ride. A lot of up and down through this area, but there's nothing drastically steep. I don't think there was a sign on the other end of that river. There was one on this end, but I couldn't read what it was. I should get to know the creeks around here. I take a look at some of the road signs, these side roads as I drive by. Hard for me to remember all of them. It is about the steepest climb that we have on this trip. It's not all that steep, but it's long. And even though I'm heading in a westerly direction, you come down through here when the sun's coming up in the morning, the sun will hit you right there. You're making a complete turn in direction there. Almost to the top now. Nice little parking area here on the left. That's handy because if you happen to have someone behind you that wants to go a little bit faster than you're going, because people do drive at a pretty good speed around here. You can pull over there, let them get out of the way, and you can look down through the valley there and see the mountains over on the other side. I'll have to film that someday. When I was bringing Missy home yesterday, I pulled over there just so I could check on her, see how everything was going and stuff. She was doing fine. not a lot of traffic on this road. You can just pull over a little bit, stop anywhere. They actually maybe blocking half the lane, but it's not really an issue because it's not a high traffic road. Most of the roads around here aren't high traffic. The only one is Highway 71. Of course, you get a certain areas of the states where the interstates and stuff, then those roads are busy. But here in Scott County, we don't have a lot of traffic anywhere other than, like I was saying, Highway 71. Nice colors right here. I'll have to continue working on my 6-month in Arkansas anniversary video when I get home today. I'll get that uploaded so that can be up there for tomorrow, because tomorrow will be 6 months to the day since I got into Arkansas. It was May 9th when I left New York, and then got to Arkansas the next day. It's been a really good 6 months. It's a great state. I've met a lot of great people here. And I've met a lot of the people I only knew from YouTube. Because before I left New York, I had only met, other than the ones I'd known forever that were starting channels, there was a couple of them. But other than them, there was only one YouTuber I actually had met while I was in New York. And that was Tracy from T-Han 141 Homestead. He brought me some solar panels. He got me set up so I could use solar. I actually haven't been using solar since I got down here. But when I get moved, I am gonna get that set up. I'm gonna need to get a couple batteries, because the one battery I have that I can still use is getting weak. I've been using that for several years. And my other newest battery that was just bought from me last year, one of the poles broke off on it, so you can't hook to it anymore. If you try to put an alligator clip on the little bit of a stub that's left there, it might stay, or it might just fall right off. So that battery is really unusable. I haven't done anything about replacing batteries, but I haven't been overly concerned about it. But I do want to get that set up so I'll have solar for backup. And also, there may be some stuff outside away from the house where the electricity doesn't run that I might want to set something up, use the solar on that. There is electric already run out towards where I'm going to have the check-ins. So that'll be all set. But doesn't hurt to have the solar as backup. We haven't had any long-term power outages, but power has been out for several hours quite a few times since I've been here. Normally when it goes out, you can plan on usually at least 4 hours before it'll come back on. I think one time it was out about 8 hours. That was the longest. Hope this comes out good. It's actually looking on the screen here, but this might be recording clearer than what I'm actually seeing. Rain will help out the water table. I know that's kind of low right now. But it's only supposed to rain through tonight, possibly a little bit into tomorrow. Then we're supposed to have a few dry days, and then I think sometime next week we're supposed to have 1 day of rain. So it's not going to be bad. River. Even though the annual average rainfall here is more than it is in New York, there's fewer days of rain here. So I'm gonna like that. And when I get moved into my house, that will never flood there. That's up high. There is a seasonal creek on the property, but that's much lower than the house. There's not going to be any threat of flood there. I'm not sure about the road. There may be areas on the road that will flood, so I won't be able to get out, but at least I won't have to worry about any damage from the flood. this is unusual. Got a truck in front of me going slower than I am. And he's gonna turn. Because I was going 55, and a lot of people travel this road 65, 70. I'm usually one of the slowest vehicles on the road. But I rarely go over 55. Unless I'm on an interstate and the speed limit's higher. Plus, some of the curves on this road, you don't want to be going more than 20, 30 miles an hour around anyways. Not that stops people from doing it, but it's not really safe to. Plus, you gotta be going at a speed that you can slow down or stop or whatever for hazards in the road also. There's a lot of wildlife, dogs. Yesterday when I was coming home, the wind was blowing pretty good. There was a tree down. The tree actually fell in the road, but it was a dead, rotten tree. So it hit the road, it broke apart, and the cars were driving over it, and it was all broken up by the time I got there. But still, it was something I wanted to slow down for and not be driving over at 60 miles an hour. I don't know if you can tell from the video or not, but there's a lot of pastures around here. A lot of cattle are raised here. Cattle and poultry are the two big things around here. Here on the right, you can just barely see it down in there. There's a church down there. And we've come past one or two other churches that I didn't point out also. A lot of churches in this area. And they all get very good attendance. I really don't know where everyone comes from. For every one of these churches to be getting that many people here every Sunday. It's just kind of unbelievable because it seems like there's more people at the churches than there is people living in this area. Yeah, speaking of being the slowest car on the road, here comes the car flying up behind me. Well, I'm coming up on this straightaway here, so if they don't want to be behind me, they don't have to be. Looks like they're going to slow down and keep a safe distance behind me. That's one thing about cars around here. When they do come up behind someone, they don't tailgate. They do keep a safe distance behind. For the most part. I've had one or two get very close to me, but that's unusual. Rain really picking up now. As you can see, the orange construction signs are up. We're coming on to Highway 71. I've been doing a lot of work on that this summer. They're still working north of Waldron, but this area down here is basically done now. They still got a little bit of finishing up work to do. I think they have the shoulders on now, and they have the lines pretty much painted, but back there at the intersection where the turn lane is, they still don't have the lines painted for the turn lane, and arrow saying left turn only and stuff. The road is very slippery today. Started spinning coming up the hill there. I want to get the tires switched around on this van. The new tires are in the back, and the ones in the front, they're not completely wore out, but they're getting down pretty good. So I'd rather have the newer tires in the front. Now if I put these tires that get worn down, put them in the back, they'll last a lot longer in the back than they will on the front. Yeah, I hope I can get close to the building and stop that I need to make. I think I'm going to stop and have lunch first. There's two spots on the street right in the front, but normally they're both taken. And then they have a parking lot down the side of the building. Sometimes I get the first spot on the side, sometimes it's farther down. It's going to be almost noon when I get there, so chances are it's going to be kind of busy. Well, maybe the rain will let up for a few minutes for me. We can always hope. Yeah, I see the camera sight focus on the rain on the windshield now, so it's kind of blurry. I apologize for that. That's the problem of having camera focus itself. Come up the garbage day in this area. The garbage truck up here. The 71B here was all redone this year also. I wasn't on this road before they started working on it, but I've heard this was in really bad shape. Nice road now. Very nice. Up here on the left, they're putting up some guardrail. I came down through here yesterday. They had the trucks here. The guardrail was low on one of them. They were just starting that. I'm sure they're not working on it today because of the rain. They'll probably get that finished up next week. With tomorrow being a holiday. I know the state won't be working tomorrow. Coming up here is the vet that I use. I think it's the only one in Waldron. Very happy with them. Prices are very reasonable, very good people. Right here on the right. Southside Veterinary Clinic. Missy was very nervous because she's never been off the farm before. This was the first time she ever left the farm. So she just tensed up, wouldn't walk. When I dropped her off on Tuesday, I had quite a time getting her out of the van. And then the woman was parked beside me. There was an older woman parked beside me. She came over and helped me drag her in. So I was very thankful that she was there. I could have done it, but I was bent over trying to pull on her. And she came over, she said, no, I got her, I can get her, because she was a short woman anyway, so it wasn't so much for her to bend over. And she said, you stand back up, you don't need to be bent over like that. So she got her in there. And while I was doing the paperwork and stuff, getting her checked in, she never moved, just laid right there in that one spot. Here's Farmers Co-op. I just went there for the first time a couple weeks ago, got some chicken feed. I got some good prices there. And then when I picked Missy up yesterday, same thing. She would not stand up and walk on her own. So Wallen from the vet's office picked her up and carried her out to the van and put her in. And then once I got home, she actually did walk on her own then. But she was just so nervous about being away from home for the first time. I'm hoping that when I move to my house that it goes a little bit smoother. Here's Sims Hardware. Haven't been there yet. Rusty's. That's a consignment shop. I've been there. I'm going to do a tour all around the city here at some point. You're on the right, the new Dollar General. It just opened last week. I'm going to stop in there today. On the left, just past the traffic light here, is Chambers Bank. That's the bank I have my account at. Very nice people in there. Been in there a couple times. Ed's Service Center here on the left. That's the garage I'm going to be using. And doesn't look like quite room enough for me to sneak in there on the end. Vehicle on in there, it's parked kind of crooked, so I'll park over here on this side. Okay, I'll be going in and getting my lunch now. I'm just leaving Rock Cafe now. Had a very nice bacon cheeseburger there. They always put out a good lunch. I decided not to get the lunch buffet today. There was some good stuff on there. I could have made a meal out of it. But there was a couple dishes on there that didn't look like something I would like, so I just said I'd order off the menu today. I'm on my way to Harps now, so I can pick my prescription up. That's just a little ways down here. And Waldron's a small city, very easy to get through. Got quite a few businesses here. Sometimes you want to get out to the bigger places to get stuff at a better price. And there's some things you can't get here. But for day-to-day stuff, you can get by with this. I won't be getting any groceries here today. Well, actually, I probably will pick up a couple bags of potato chips. But other than that, I'm pretty much set on groceries. And since I'm here, I'll probably fill up with gas also, because I'm getting down toward the quarter tank. Wonder if there's a handicap spot open today. There is. That is very, very rare. There's almost never an available handicap spot because they only have 4 here. also, I hope that there's, well, it won't be too bad because I just got go to the pharmacy and grab the potato chips. So I won't even worry about the electric scooter today. I was gonna say I hope there's one of them available, because more times than not there's not one available. They only have 2 of them, and they're usually both in use. I'm gonna go in now. I'll be back in just a few minutes. I got my prescription. That was $34.44. So that's not bad. It really helps me, so I don't mind paying that every month. And also, I saw their flyer for their Saturday meat sale. I'll definitely be coming to that. They've got ribeye steaks for $6.99 a pound. The cashier was telling me they're regularly $17 a pound. So that's a pretty good deal on them. I've been told from someone that's bought them in the past that they're not top quality, but I don't care. When you don't have money enough to pay for top quality, you'll buy something that's not quite as good. Also, you got pork butt steaks or pork butt country style ribs, $1.99 a pound. Whole pork shoulder roast, $1.88 a pound. Jamestown Select Bacon, I've never heard of that brand before, $2.98 a pound. That's real good deal on bacon, even if it's not top quality. 73% lean ground beef, $2.98 a pound, sold in a 10-pound tube. That's not exceptionally good deal. I probably won't be getting that, but I do want to try those ribeye steaks, and I'll be picking up some bacon for sure. Well, I'm gonna pull over and get some gas now, and then I'm gonna head home. I'm not gonna go to Dollar General today. That can wait until Saturday. It's supposed to be a drier day Saturday. I'm sick of playing in the rain. Plus, anything I buy today, then I've got to carry through the rain to get inside, because I've got not a long way, but it's a fair distance from where I park until I get to the camper. So I just don't want to deal with the rain any more than I have to today. I was doing good, not getting my feet wet, but I did end up getting my feet wet now. I don't like having wet feet. Okay, so I'm going to pull over and get my gas. $12.3 gallons, $37. Been 234 miles since I filled it last time. So, gonna head home now. Not raining as hard now as it was earlier, but there's nothing I need that desperately at Dollar General, so that can wait until Saturday. It's not supposed to be raining on Saturday. I actually might be coming to Waldron tomorrow, but not sure on that yet. They'll be giving food away tomorrow, but I don't have a lot of room right now to store fresh produce, so that's what a lot of it's going to be. So I might hold off on coming to one of those until after I get moved into the house and I actually have more room to be able to store produce. office to check on my mail now. We're just entering downtown Gravely. It's the Gravely Variety Store. And here's the Gravely United Methodist Church. And here's the Gravely Post Office. And this concludes the tour of downtown Gravely, Arkansas. That was the second day in a row I haven't gotten any mail. I had someone tell me on live a couple weeks ago that they were sending some stuff to my P.O. box. But I've not received any packages in my P.O. box. I've had stuff that was bought off my Amazon list being delivered at home. So I'm not sure if that's what it was or not, but this person said it was being sent to my P.O. box. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please like my video, and please continue watching. I'll be having a premiere coming out tomorrow of my first 6 months in Arkansas. I hope you're able to watch that with me. That's it for today. I'll see everyone the next time. Have a good one.